Hello, everybody. It's Mindy, and it's WIP and Chat time. And this is special WIP and Chat because it is the start of the Chuck-along. Chuck-along 7. So I'm all set here. I'm ready to go. Got my painting. My drills are all kitted up here. I got my tray. I got pens loaded. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go? All right. So let me just tell you real quick here what I'm working on, and then we'll get going. So the Chuck Pinson I decided to work on this time is Freedom at the Lake. It's one of the newer ones. It's just gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. I let my husband pick it out. I gave him a couple choices, and he chose this one. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. I'm going to keep that in here. I have my lid to my tray, my stopper to my tray. Let's talk about the tray. We have a Chuck-along 7 tray. In case you had not known that, Bella Art de Nicole has created a tray for our event. It says right on the side, Chuck-along 7. This is their 3 divider tray. I'm just going to leave it divided like this for now. I don't anticipate needing a bigger spot, bigger tray. But if I do need more space, you can pull out these little dividers, and I could have a larger tray here, smaller one there, you know, make it work for you. So it's a pretty gold color. They're available on their site. I believe they're $25 if you want to pick up one, and you can have a tray that goes along with our event. Commemorative tray, all right? So I always start in my bottom right corner. And I got a lot of fun stuff going on in this bottom right corner, so I'm going to get some good stuff right off the bat. I got grasses here, flowers, butterfly, more flowers, and then I get the ducks. We're going to get ducks right off the bat. So that's the fun of doing Chuck Pinson. Seriously, there's so many cool things in these paintings, and they just kind of pop out at you as you get going. So I'm going to start, let's see. I'd like to start with a color I have a few of anyhow. Normally I start with the very corner. I just pick the very corner color and I just start right there, but I could do that. I'll do that. All right. It is 9:36. The green, dark green. All right. Here we go. We are on the way. We're getting started. The first drills of Chuck-along 7. Here. Oh, I got quite a few there. I don't think I'll need that many. I don't know. I might. All right. Here we go. Shake them around in there. I got 2 pens ready to roll. Oh, goodness. I know that this is Donna Bass. Where's this one from? I don't remember. I think this is a TJ pen, maybe. Don't quote me. I think it is. Shape-wise and everything. Don't quote me, though. Okay. So I got them loaded up. I'm using Snap dots. And let's see how it goes. Let's put the first one down here. We got her. Oh, I might need to move the plastic. What do you think? Plastic might need to come up. All right. I don't have a cover minder or anything right now, so I'm just going to put my drill thing right on there like that. Here we go. First square of Chuck-along 7 has been placed. Yay. Okay. I'm anticipating doing quite a bit of single placing, because, confetti is real with Chuck. Like right here, I could do 2. I could do 2, 2, 2. That's about it. 2, 2, 2. And I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to want it. Want it. All right. So, I hope that we have several people that have talked about doing the event. We have some people who have done it before. We have some new people who have never done it, who have asked, how do we do this? How do we do this? So I'm going to go over it again real quick for everybody. I will link the video, the announcement video, because that has all of the details, but I'll give you the basic gist here. Okay. So we work on a beautiful Chuck Pinson diamond painting the entire month of March. Some people will finish, some people will not. I will tell you right now, I will be in the category of I will not finish, especially since I'm going to be gone for over a week. on vacation in March, and I don't think I can take this with me. We're going to be staying at Dale's son, their family's house with them. And oh, look, I can do 5 right there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I only have a 4-placer, so let's do it. Let's do it, do it, do it. I got a few places I can 4-place. You know, if I can get 4-place, I'm feeling pretty good here. That's about the maximum I can usually get. Anyhow, I don't think I'll have a place at their house where I could set this up, you know. We'll be in their home with their children and their cats, and I don't know how that would even go. So I am really not planning on taking this with me. I might take something small. I don't know. I don't know what the accommodations are going to be like. When Dale and I travel other places, you know, we know what we're getting into, but here I really don't know. So I don't know. Maybe it's just going to be a total vacation from everything. I'll probably take some crochet. I don't know why I started talking about this already. But I was talking about the event. But maybe I'll take crochet because that, you know, you can pretty much do that anywhere. That you just keep in a little bag somewhere and, you know, it's good to go. But we'll see how it works when we get there. But like I said, I'm not planning on taking this with me. So I have no preconceived notions about finishing this or even getting close or anything like that. So I have no goals, not making any goals for this, like how much I'll get done, anything like that. My only goal is to work on it. That's it. Work on it as much as I can, have fun with it, and see how pretty things turn out. That's my goal. Okay? So, some people, okay, let me go back. There are 2 ways that you can, you know, participate. One is you can have a brand new start for your painting. No drills on it, haven't touched it, kitted it up, ready to go, but haven't even started it. That is one way you can participate. You can also participate with a canvas that you have already started. Say you started working on yours for the Chuck-along in September. And, you know, you didn't get all that far. Maybe you got halfway or less than halfway. Less than halfway, please. And you want to pull it out and you want to work on it again. See if maybe you can finish it this time. That is another way you can join in on the event. So either brand new start or already started, but not quite halfway. Okay? Now, Maritza and I, we've done this several times because this is Chuck-along 7 after all. And we have run the event pretty much the same way every time. Her and I share a Facebook group called Diamond Moments and Krafts. And we will do weekly posts in our Facebook group, and that is where you enter for your point for the week. Okay? The first week, and that post will be up today. You will probably already see it by the time you see this video. Some of you will already have seen the post and posted your picture. Go to the weekly post. It will say week 1 Chuck-along. It's easy to find. We always pin it to the top of the group. If you can't find it right away, go to the top. There's little tabs up there. One says featured. Go to featured. It will always be there as well. Okay? Now, you must post a picture underneath Maritza's post for whatever week we're on. So in the comments, just go below, you know, go to the little comment bar, and that is where you will post a picture. Now, week 1 is unique. The first thing you can post is your startup photo. Your startup photo is either going to be your blank canvas, no drills on it. Maybe you take a picture kind of like this, where it's all kitted up, ready to go. and post that in the comments. If you'd like to tell us the name of your painting, that would be great. Maritza does like to write that down. So, yeah, post the name of your picture that you're working on in your post, okay? In your comment. Then, after the week goes by, that post is going to be there all week. At the end of the week, go back and post a progress photo. How much did you get done for the week? Post a picture of your progress. Now, if you are a person who has started your painting already, you get to post a start. Keep this in mind. You get to post your start in week 1, and you get to post one progress picture throughout the entire month. So you might not want to do it week 1. Maybe you want to wait until week 3 and do a progress picture. You decide when you want your progress picture. Maritza does keep track of all that very well, and you will get 1 progress point. If you post more than 1 progress, she's just going to give you 1 progress point, okay? So, choose where you want to post your progress if you have already started. If you have not started, you get to post a progress every week. So, even week 1, post your start first, and then go back at the end of the week and post your progress. Then week 2 comes along, and it's just progress pictures. Unless you've decided to start in week 2, which you can do. If you kind of weren't ready for week 1, got rolling along by week 2, go ahead. You can post your start photo in week 2. We just ask that you don't wait any longer than week 2, because by the time week 3 and 4 rolls along, you know, we're kind of halfway through the event, and look, I stuck it to my canvas. Probably not, you know, the best time to start when we're halfway through the event, okay? So keep that in mind. What else was I saying? Oh, I forgot. Okay, so as we get towards the end of the event, week 4 is kind of the reverse of week 1. Week 4, you can do a progress photo first, and then by the end of the week, maybe you'll have a finish, and you can post a finish. So those will both be in week 4, progress and finish, just like week 1 was start and progress, okay? So if you are starting a brand new canvas, you have the opportunity to earn 6 points throughout the month. Your start photo, 4 progress pictures, 1 each week, and a finish in the last week. 6 points. If you've already started your painting, you can earn 3 points. So it's like half, because, you know, you're halfway, okay? So that is how the point system works. That's how the Facebook post works. Like I said, we've been doing this for a few years now. We've done it several times. It works very well. It's easy for us to find things, give people points, all that stuff. It's a pretty good system. We like it. Now, there is a hashtag on Instagram. If you just want to post a picture, I mean, you could go post a picture every day if you wanted to. It is hashtag chuckalong7. Post as many pictures there as you would like, okay? I've already posted my kit up picture there. So you can go there and look, and you'll see this painting kitted up, ready to go. I'll post some progress pictures throughout the month there. I won't post in the Facebook group because I'm not entering, right? Although, there are times when I wish that I could. I know Maritza does too. Maritza says, I'm not entering. I'm not going to do this anymore. I want to be a participant. Maritza, no, you can't be a participant. I have to remind her that. Nope, you can't. You can't leave me. You can't leave me and be a participant. I need you. Anyhow, so yeah, 6 points are possible. Possible. Maybe you don't get them all, but that's fine. But 6 points are possible for a new start. 3 points are possible for someone who's already started. Yay! Okay. Have fun with it. Maritza and I, well, actually, let me go back and say, anybody I do events with, we have a goal in mind. Our goal is to diamond paint together, to share our progress, to share our beauty, to encourage people. It's for fun, and we want to keep it fun, lighthearted, a good time, you know? That's what our goal is. It always is the same. Now, there are some prizes, and we kind of consider prizes are like just, the icing on the cake. The event itself, the camaraderie, the friendships you can make with people, just the joy of creating a beautiful piece of art together. That's what it's about. Prizes are secondary, but we do have prizes. Okay, we have prizes. Of course. I currently have 2 diamond paintings from friends that they have graciously donated to give away. Maritza has 1. So Debbie Rice is donating 2 paintings. She sent 1 to me to give away and 1 to Maritza to give away. All right. Lisa Brown has donated a painting for me to give away. Thank you so much, ladies. At this point, I'm not certain of anybody else, but if that pops up, I will certainly let you know. And boy, do we appreciate it, you guys. We so appreciate it. You guys are wonderful, kind, caring, sharing, people. And we just appreciate you so, so much. All right. Now, we have some gift cards from Diamond Art Club. We have 3. How much were they? 3 $25 gift cards, I think. I'll have to go back and look. I think it's 3 $25 gift cards from Diamond Art Club to give away. So we have that as well. Other than that, I think the only other thing we have for a prize, and it's an amazing prize, is from Chuck himself. Chuck will be giving away 1 canvas print. I believe it's 18 by 24. It's a canvas wrapped painting print. They are fantastic. They're gorgeous. And that is one heck of a nice prize. That's why Maritza doesn't want to be what are we? A creator in the event. She wants to be a participant. Yeah, she would love to win one of those. I know. Wouldn't we all? They're beautiful. And it's the painting of your choice. You get to choose which painting you want created into a canvas print for you. That is a US only. And that is, Chuck is having this made at his company who does those things for him, and they will ship it directly to you. So we hate it every time we say US only, but shipping is just out of this world, and it's just not feasible for us to ship things international these days. It's gotten so, so expensive, you guys. It's just, so in this case, gift cards will be available for international winners. Anything that we need to mail out, unfortunately, is US. I know. I hate saying that. Every time I say it, I just I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about the shipping costs. I'm so sorry. All right. I'm not going to go much further than that across here. That's one color for one little section here. I always start this way by just peeling off the plastic And then as I get going, I will go back in and put some release papers down and like probably section off the whole bottom. But when I first get started, I just kind of roll with it. You know, I roll with it. We have this color too. I'm starting with all these darker colors, you guys. That's because I'm making grass. What can I say? Got a bunch of grass here by the edge of the lake. Have you ever been in a lake like that? Oh my gosh, I got a story to tell about that. I'll tell you a story about a lake and this grassy stuff, okay? But anyhow, and then Chuck will come on my channel. It is March 25th, I believe is the correct date, to do just to stop in and chit chat, tell us how he's doing, answer any questions, and show us some fabulous things he's working on. He's always working on new stuff, and he's going to show us some new stuff he's working on. I love it when he does that. I mean, we got to see some fantastic things last year that he was working on. I know so many of us are still waiting on that teal lighthouse to become a diamond painting. But it hasn't happened yet. Some of the other things he showed in that live, like Country Blessings, and there was something else he showed too. The sunrise, into the sunset, into the sunrise, into the sunset, something like that. I never remember the names, you guys. He showed that on the live, and that's been produced as a diamond painting. So, I mean, yeah, we're all waiting patiently for the teal lighthouse. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us are. I know I am. So, anyhow, yeah, that'll be fun. It's always a good time when he comes and spends some time with us and chit chats and talks and answers questions and shares things. It's awesome. I just love it. And he's such a great guy. It's wonderful that he does that. And he is just so appreciative, so very appreciative of what we do, how much we love his work, we buy his paintings, that we work on them, you know, super appreciative of all of that. It's wonderful. So I don't know if you can hear my dog snoring, but it's getting louder and louder and louder. I decided to work in the kitchen today instead of putting this on my table right away. My table's small, as you know. And I just decided to come work right here because, well, it's nice out here right now. Sun's out a little bit. And I just decided to work here. I have more room, more space. I'm comfortable here. I'm comfortable. So, yeah. Well, that is the event. All right. So, let me tell you, I have a prize to give away. I'll do that at the end of the video. It's easier to do it at the end. That would be my prize for Palantine from my WIP and Chat last week. So I will be doing that later. Don't miss it. Stay tuned. See if you won, okay? If you commented on my Palantine video. All right. Other events coming up? Yes. In April, Maritza, Angie the Craftnado, and I are doing a mystery painting event. Super excited about that. I know what I'm going to work on. I'll have a video out tomorrow. You can actually see it tomorrow, the painting I'm going to work on. Yep, it'll be my video tomorrow. So look for that. I've already decided it's what I'm doing. I'm not changing my mind. All right. That'll be fun. We will do more announcement stuff on that soon. I should probably really work on that before I go on vacation. It's like 10 days before I leave on vacation. See if I can get the details down. There have been a couple questions. We've already had a couple questions from people, and we're not certain what the answer is yet. So I'll see if I can work on that. Maybe get an announcement video out. Yeah, before I go on vacation. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Get it a little earlier than normal. I hate being late all the time. Anyhow, that will be a lot of fun. And then May, And Maritza and I are we're just gonna be rolling together for quite a while here. So in May, her and I are doing an Alangiana event. So get your Alangiana painting, another one of my favorite artists. I love landscapes, as you guys know. And he does a completely different style of landscape, but I love it just the same. Well, I don't know, just the same. You know, I love it. I just love them both. They're both unique, different. I love the landscape artists. So, yeah, details on that will be coming. I mean, we got some time on that one, so that doesn't have to be right away. So just, sit back and, enjoy the events that are out now, and we'll get around to that one. Don't worry. Don't worry. There are so many events. You guys, I hope you find events that fit your needs, your likes, your paintings, your stash, whatever, and just have a good time, have a good time. I can't tell you all of the events. I haven't looked in a while. But I know they just keep popping up and more stuff and more stuff. So, do what fits your style, your needs, your likes, your wants, and just enjoy. Have a good time with it. All right. Okay, that's all I have for events for the moment. Yep, that's it. Okay. Let me tell you this story about a lake. I'm just seeing these like grasses over here. It reminded me of this. So I'm sure you can hear her snoring, you guys. I'm certain you can. Anyhow, it was several years ago now. I had always wanted to try paddle boarding. It just always looks so fun when you see people doing it on TV or whatever. And I wanted to try paddleboarding. So I just started kind of looking around our area to see if there was someplace you could go paddleboard. And I really, really didn't want to go into one of the big lakes, like one of the Great Lakes. That just seemed a little intimidating. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do that. So I found there's a lake. It's called Lake Lansing, right? And I found out that they rent paddleboards, not paddleboards. Yeah, paddleboards. Oh, stand up paddleboard. Yeah. Okay. So I decided I wanted to go do this. Okay. I asked Dale if he wanted to do it with me, and he was like, no. He said, but I'll go with you, and I'll be there, and I'll help you, I'll support you, whatever, I'm like, okay. So we went out there one day. Nice summer day. It's a nice little lake. I mean, it's a really large lake. It's surrounded on, I don't know, most of the way around. There's houses, but not everywhere. So I got out there. I've never done this before, right? Never, ever in my life have I done this. It looks so easy on TV. People are just standing there on their board, paddling away. Why are you being weird? You're not fitting in there right. How come? What are you doing? Got some weirdness going on here? I don't know. It looks super easy. And I thought, okay, this will be a breeze. I'll go do this. Well, to my dismay, it was not easy. Okay. It requires quite a bit of balance. And that standing up on the board part, yeah, that was really, that took some talent. So I get on this paddleboard, and all I did at first was I just kind of kneeled on it and paddled around, right? And I was good with that for a little while. I think I had like maybe an hour for my rental. So I just paddled around a little bit, and I'm like, okay, this is fun. This is cool. And then I got over across the lake, and I'm kind of getting brave now. And I've learned how to slowly stand up on the board. Okay. And I stood up for a little while and I was shaking. My legs are shaking. And, it really takes some muscles and it's harder than it looks. So I'm over on the other side of the lake and now there's houses over there, people who live over there. There's houses and I'm getting closer to the shore over there. And what happens? I fall. Okay. I fall, fall off my board. And it is not easy to get back on that board. Okay, so here's the first thing that happened to me. There's more than one. So I'm over there, I'm by the shore, and I'm by someone's like their dock, for their boat or whatever, a little dock you can walk out on. And I was like, okay, well, let me just see if I can like get up close to their dock maybe and kind of use it a little bit to just steady myself or something to get back up on the board because I'm in the water at this point. And it's not even easy to get back on the board when you're in the water. There's a whole technique you need to use to even get yourself back on that paddleboard, right? So I just got close to their dock just in case I needed just to reach out, steady myself a little, right? Next thing I know, I'm getting hollered at. I'm getting hollered at by the person who owns the place. Oh God, I touched their dock. Oh Lord, now I'm in trouble, right? Yeah. So I moved away from their dock and I just went over by the shore then, and they didn't like that either. Okay, now mind you, this is a public lake. I don't think they own the shore. You know what I mean? I think the county or whoever, is responsible for the lake actually has access to the actual shoreline, right? I don't know. They weren't happy with me. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get back on this board so I can get back across the lake. And they're like, well, we need you to stay away from our property because, if something happened, we're liable. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, really? Okay, I suppose there's some people that if something happened to them, they would, sue the people or something, but I'm like, oh Lord, that is not me. Okay. Anyhow, I got to where the water was shallow, got back on, and I left their area. I'm like, okay, just get away from their house, get away from their property, get away from everything, right? So I'm cruising along again, and I did okay for a while, and got into a little cove. There was a little cove there, and I kind of tooled around there a little bit. It was like on the other side of their house. Whoops, that one's got a tabby. I don't want you. Here, sit right there. They were kind of like on a like curve, I was here and I got back on and I paddled this way. So I'm on the other side of their house, but I'm making sure I stay away from their house, away from their grass. Well, I got back in there, tooled around, still had time, so I didn't want to go too far away from where the rental was and where Dale was waiting for me across the lake. So I headed, a little different direction. In this direction, there were no houses at all, right? And that is where it got very grassy. Mm-hmm. And lilies, the water lilies growing, all kinds of good stuff down there. Yeah. Well, it got a little windier. The wind started picking up a little bit. And it was kind of helping me move a certain direction. You know what I mean? And it was kind of moving me right towards all of the grass and the lilies and all of that stuff. And I'm like, oh, no. I don't want to go that way. But the wind was blowing and it was just kind of heading me that direction. And I got down there. Of course, I got into the grass, got into the water lilies, and now it's thick. So I'm like, okay, first of all, I need to be down. I need to be like sitting or at least kneeling. So I wasn't standing. I got back down onto my knees And I'm like, oh, geez, now I'm over here and I'm in all of this stuff. I don't want to fall off for sure because, I'll be in grasses and icky stuff. And I'm like, no, I can't fall off here. Well, I was there for a while until I could figure out how to get out. I kept getting stuck in the weeds. I kept getting stuff on the paddle. Imagine, I'm like, oh Lord, I'm never going to get out of here. Somebody's going to have to come over here and rescue me because I'm going to be stuck here. My time's going to be up. They're going to be like, where is she? Dale's over at the shore, but I don't know if he's watching. I don't know if he sees that I'm kind of stuck in the weeds. I have no idea. I'm like, help, get me out of here, But I persevered, and I just kept trying and trying and trying until I finally managed to get out of the grasses. Oh my goodness. I didn't think I was ever going to get out of there. And when I got back, he had seen what was going on. He's like, yeah, I saw you. I knew you were down there. I was like, what? You were just going to leave me there? And he goes, what was I supposed to do? I was like, I don't know. Get in a boat. Didn't they have a boat? You get in a boat and come save me? He's just laughing. So anyhow, I made it back. Was safe and sound. I fell off several times. I don't remember how many times I fell off. And out in the middle of the lake, when you can't touch the bottom or anything, it's like, how do you get back on that thing? I had to devise a method of getting back on, which the only way I could figure out how to get back on it without it just tipping over on me was I got behind it. So like the board's going like this, right? And you can't really get on from the side because it just tips over. So I decided, well, the best thing to do is to get at the end of it and just kind of straddle it and like shove the board between my legs. That's the only way I could figure out how to get back on it when I couldn't touch the ground. Oh boy, yeah, that was my paddleboard experience, you guys. I've never done it again. Not that it was such a horrible experience that I wouldn't, but it was just kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of lost its appeal after that. I was like, this is really hard. I didn't, I was doing it by myself, which probably wasn't very much fun. I didn't have anybody out there to talk with, laugh with, help each other out, get back on the boards or whatever, So doing it solo probably wasn't the best idea, but anyhow, that was my paddleboarding experience. Oh boy. Will I do it again ever? Probably not at this point in my life. Probably not. But it's hard. I don't know how they make it look so easy. Especially the people who do it like out on the ocean and stuff, or like they will paddleboard out in the big lakes, the Great Lakes, which you guys, those are big. And I mean, they have undertows and all of that stuff. People say when they visit them for the first time, they're like, geez, I thought it was a lake. This looks like an ocean. Like you can't see across them. I'm like, no, you cannot see across them. They are very, very large. Okay, how do I want to do this? I'm trying to shake here. Shake, shake, shake. There we go. I'm getting down to not very many here. I'm using quite a bit of this. But I don't know how they make it look so effortless. I don't know. Abs and legs of steel, I suppose, because it really does take some muscle power and some core strength to keep yourself upright on that board, All right. Well, that was just one interesting story I had about a lake. I mean, I've got lots of stories about lakes, but that's just one. This week, oh my gosh, this week, you guys, it has rained, freezing rain. It was a quarter to a half an inch of ice, like all over everything. All right. Schools were closed for 2 days because of the timing of the ice storm. They let the kids have the day off when it was coming down because they knew it was coming. And then they let kids have the day off the day after because the ice was everywhere. And it was, a little dangerous. And the ice melted the day after it came down because it got warm and it just melted pretty quickly. So that was weird. I'm certain that the kids at school were happy about it because they got a couple days off from school. I'm certain the teachers were happy about it. I don't think any of them complained. So then it got warmer again. It got kind of nice for a little while, a few days. And then yesterday, guess what? It decided to rain again. Freezing rain again. I'm like, really? I woke up, I look out the window, and I knew it was raining, but you can tell it sounded different. The rain sounded hard. Can rain sound hard? Yes, rain can sound hard. When it is freezing rain, it definitely sounds different than regular rain. Definitely. So I look out at my trees and stuff, and I was like, oh, wow. Yeah, the little tree out front. It's a dogwood. It's right by my front window. Yep, it's got a nice little coating of ice on it. I look out at some of the other trees and I can tell they're glistening. They've got ice on them. I'm like, wow, here we go again. Okay, here we go again. My son was supposed to come over that day. And I called him and I'm like, first of all, I said, are you awake? One of those things. Are you awake? Yeah. Okay, well, I'll see you in a little bit. I said, be careful though, because, it's freezing rain out there. Well, he didn't come over. He changed his mind. He's like, no, I can do what I got to do from my house. It's cold. It's cold too. Cold, freezing rain. He stayed home. I'm like, okay, whatever. Do it from your house then. Okay. But it didn't stay that way for very long. Apparently it got a little warmer. Temperatures came up. And in a few hours, it was still raining, but it was regular rain, and now it's melting the ice. I was like, okay, what in the world? What are we doing here, right? This is our crazy weather, our crazy, crazy weather. I talked to Angie, the Craftnado, that day, and she's about an hour and a half away from me, and she's more north. And she's like, oh, everything here is covered. Yep, we got ice everywhere. And then I was talking to her on the phone, and she was like, oh, well, now we have great big, huge snowflakes. I was like, well, we don't have snow. I haven't seen any snow here. And then, it just all kind of went away. So now today, mind you, this was just yesterday this happened. And today it's going to be 47 out. It's barely sunny out. No sign of any of that nonsense from yesterday. Tomorrow is supposed to be like 50. I'm like, okay, make up your mind. Make up your mind, Mother Nature. You don't know what you're doing. So, life in Michigan. I know people all over the country say they have strange weather too, and it can't make up its mind, but Lord have mercy. I'll take the 47 degrees today, though, and the 50 tomorrow for sure. I will take those and enjoy those. Yes, please. So, anyhow, I had an interesting thing happen the other day. I was in the office and I was just doing what I do, and Dale had been outside. It was a nicer day, and he'd been outside doing stuff. And he comes in and he said, I got a question. I'm like, okay. He goes, so YouTube is like a job. And I said, well, kind of. I try to have a little schedule of when I do things and stick to it. And I guess, it's fun. It's not anything I have to do. And if I don't do it, nobody's going to, I'm not going to get in trouble or anything, right? And he goes, okay, well, so anyhow, it's like your job. And I'm like, okay, we'll go with that. Sure. And then he says, well, I got a job. And I was like, okay. I'm thinking, where did he get a job, today? Because he hasn't gone anywhere. He's out in the garage. Where did he get a job? I don't know. I'm like, all right. He said, yep, I start tomorrow. I'm like, oh, you got a job today somewhere and it starts tomorrow. Okay. I said, well, what's your job? What are you doing? He's cracking me up. I'm like, okay, what's your job? What are you going to do? He goes, well, I'm going to be a ranch hand. I'm like, a ranch hand? Okay, what are you going to do? You're going to help take care of the cows down the street? Is that what you're going to do? He goes, no. I'm like, okay, then what are you going to do? He said, well, I'm going to work for Brad. That's the guy's name down the street. He said, I'm working for him. He said, but I'm going to paint. And I was like, paint. Oh, okay. What are you painting? So here's a long story. The neighbor, he has the cows, and that's just kind of like a little side hustle he does, He's retired from his career job now. And he has taken some of his inheritance money, I guess is what he used. And he has this house. He's bought a house. And it's really funny. The house is directly behind his house. If you go all the way through all the fields and everything for 1 mile over to the next road, that's where his house is, his other house. So he is fixing up that house. He's transforming it, adding some things, redoing it, and he is then creating a senior care home, right? Where they'll have a residence home for some seniors, elderly that need a place to live and someone to care for them. I was like, okay, all right. That's an interesting thing to get into for what I consider like a farmer. You know what I mean? But that's what he's doing. And he's working on the house, and he was having a conversation with Dale about how it was going. And he's like, I have to paint. He said, I hate painting. So they were basically talking outside. Now we have a hen. Right? That's a hen. I don't know why she's making all that racket. They do that sometimes. They just make that noise. Anyhow, he's working on the house and he's painting, and he doesn't like painting. He said, do you know how to paint? And Dale's like, well, yeah, I painted for my job when I first started with the state. I painted my house. I had a friend, Buddy, come over. He professionally paints. His friend does. He said, I painted everything inside our house. And he's like, oh, okay, well, you want a job? You want a job? And Dale was like, well, sure. Okay, yeah. I'll come help you. No problem. When do we start? And he goes, tomorrow, 9:00. So that was Monday. So Dale was gone all day Monday, from 9:00 to, oh my goodness, I think it was 6:00 when he came home. Now, mind you, I'd say he's a mile away, but you have to go out and around to get over there. But he's around the corner, a mile around the corner. And yeah, he was there 9 to 6. I was like, okay, well, I kind of went, woohoo. Guess what that means? That means I have the whole day to myself to do whatever I want to do. I talked on the phone. I recorded videos. I I had some freedom. I love my husband. I do. I love him. And I love being with him and doing stuff with him and all that stuff. But sometimes, I just need a nice chunk of time in my home just by myself so I can do my job. Right? Oh, it was very interesting. So then he said, well, I already told him that Tuesday I'm going to need to leave for a while. I said, of course. Of course you need to leave on Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday day. Of course you'll need to leave. He goes, yeah. He said, but I said, are you working for him on Tuesday or are you just taking the whole day off? He goes, oh, no, I'm going to go over there and see what I can get done. And then I'm just going to leave and go meet the guys for the taco thing and get the crates. And, then I'll go back. I was like, okay, then. All righty. So he got up this morning, he got dressed, he kissed me goodbye, and he said, well, I don't know how long I'm going to be today. Something about the flooring guys were there and this and that. And I'm like, okay, have fun, right? Have fun. I didn't know what he was doing for lunch or anything like that because he didn't take any lunch. Well, they fed him. So the guy's daughter is apparently going to work there too. And she was there doing stuff, helping out. She's getting paid for it already. She's already on payroll. And she made lunch for him. I'm like, okay, well, I don't have to worry about you for lunch either. All right. I've said he needs to find something to do, right? I have said that multiple times. He will need to find something to do, a hobby, something to occupy his time, because he's going a little stir crazy here. You can only watch so many YouTube shorts or play your Sudoku game or whatever it's called for hours before you're going to just drive yourself stir crazy nuts. You got to find something to do. So he's found himself something to do. And I can't complain about it. I really can't, So it's just kind of like he got up and went back to work again. I'm good with it. It's very interesting. So there's the saga of Dale and his retirement, that lasted, well, let's see, December, January, February. Well, 3 months. I'll give him 3 months. And now he's, I don't know if he's getting paid. I don't know. He came home yesterday. Hang on, needed a drink. He came home yesterday and he had 2 little pound rolls, a roll that weighs a pound of ground beef, and that would be the fresh ground beef from the cows that roam around my house. He's given us beef before, like he's traded. We barter now, apparently. He has traded beef for eggs, which is, that's a good deal. Okay, we'll take some ground beef and you can have some eggs. That's, it's a good deal. So Dale came home with 2 pounds of ground beef yesterday. I said, was this your pay? And he goes, I don't know. I have no idea. Honestly, Dale probably won't even care if it's a monetary thing or not. I bet you he won't even care. Well, and who knows how long it'll last. It's going to last until the house is painted. All the rooms are painted. I said, is this like a really big house or something? He goes, oh, yeah. He said, I had no idea. It's huge. I'm like, really? So here we are. We're out. And this road that it's on is like a dirt road. There's hardly any houses on that road. And it's just an interesting place to think of having a care home for elderly people out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, well, who's going to run the place? Who's going to stay there? And he said, well, he is. And I'm like, wait, but he lives over here. His house is over here. He's going to stay there like full time? And he goes, yeah, he is. I was like, okay, very interesting. At least for a while, that's the plan. All right. Well, you just keep painting, honey. You have a good time. You have a good time. So my husband is now semi-employed, I guess we'll call it. He's semi-employed. Okay. I'm good with it. All right. Let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to tell you? Any updates to catch up on? Oh, real quick, let me tell you that I had a productive February. I had some goals for February. One was to finish my Palestine painting. I picked a small one intentionally, so I would have a good shot at finishing it. And I did. Yay. My other goal was to finish that gnome. Oh my goodness, from November. I didn't have that much to go, and I've been really working on it. So that was my other goal. I accomplished it. I finished. I finished both of those paintings, and I'm so happy. Now that means I only have 2 paintings downstairs on the table. The poor Craftably Fairy. That poor Craftably Fairy downstairs. She's still there, and she's got so little to do. She really does. So that's going to be one of my next goals, is to work on her a little bit more, see if I can get her finished too. But I finished both of those paintings. I'm so excited. I have already recorded a video showing you, how they turned out and stuff. And that'll come up sometime this week, I'm certain. It's set and ready to go. But yeah, I finished. I've said before that whenever I set goals, I usually don't meet them. But this time I actually did meet my goal. I'm just stoked. I'm so excited. So now I've got the 2 paintings downstairs, like I said, and I got this one. That's it. Those 3 things. Well, I have a couple of crystal canvases that are actually in the boxes, but anyhow, yeah, I should get to those too, right? Now that I'm able to diamond paint a little bit more, and I don't know what happened. I just found more time to diamond paint somehow. I don't know. I did some longer sessions and just, knocked some things out. So, yay. There is hope. There is hope for the WIPs. Maritza. I finished a WIP. Do I get something? Maritza, I'm your good friend, okay? Do I have to, yeah, I should get something. Help me out there, girl. Send me a chocolate candy bar or something. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. And remember, I'm going to draw a name here in just a second for my winner for Palestine. I never showed you a gift or anything. I don't even know what it is at this point. I'm probably going to go get something cool out of my stash and send it with some other little goodies. But yeah, anyhow, that's what I'll do. So stay tuned for who wins. Okay? All right. It's been nice chatting with you, sharing some stories with you, having some giggles and laughs. And I hope you enjoyed. Okay? All righty, everybody. Look for that winner. I'll be right back with it. As soon as I put my pen down, I'll stop recording. Look at all those greens. Look at, ooh, we made grass, folks. We made grass. Now I can do the flowers and the butterfly. See the butterfly? Ooh, the butterfly. All right, here comes the winner. All righty, here we are. Before I get going, I just want to say a shout out to Joe. Hey, Joe. Look at this video. It's going to be an hour. Hope you set aside an hour to get some stuff done. I can't believe I talked that long. All right, here we go. Video from last week is linked right there. I don't even remember. Did I ask for any special comment? I don't know if I did. I don't know. I'm not putting anything in there. I don't remember. Remove winner from the list or the wheel after the draw. I suppose if you're doing more than one, you would do that. Learn about YouTube raffle settings and filters. What is all of this stuff? They got new stuff here. Exclude anybody? No. Show random names. What does that mean? The wheel of names is a premium feature. Oh, I'm not doing no wheel of names. Let's do this. 8. And get my comments. Okay. Wow. They added all kinds of stuff to this. Okay. Oh, 39 comments. Get comments? Didn't I already do that? I guess I got them. Right? Oh, they have changed this. Interesting. Start the raffle and pick random winners. Okay, I guess that's where we pick. I don't know. This is very different. Okay, well, let's try this and see if it works. If not, I got to redo all this. Okay, let's hit start and see if it works. There we go. Oh, it's working. Okay. Let's see. It is Jamie O'Neill. Hi, Mindy. Oh, I wanted to let you know I really enjoy your videos. I've learned interesting things. I've tried new things. I enjoy learning about you during your chats and seeing your farm. I'd love to see some video of Sally. Did you watch the farm video, Jamie? Sally's in there. Sally's there. If you were to stop YouTubing, I would really miss you. I do a lot of your events because I enjoy working common themes with the group. It motivates me to work on different canvases, and I'll be listening to your videos anyway, so I might as well join in. Thank you. Right? That's what I just talked about. It is that whole common theme, motivation stuff. It's the fun of the event, right? Well, congratulations, Jamie. Jamie, are you going to do the chuck-along? I don't know. Jamie, contact me. My email is below in the description box. Click on that arrow and then another arrow. You got to dig deep sometimes, okay? But congratulations, Jamie. And I'll be finding some little goodies to send your way. And thank you for the support and joining in these events. They are fun, right? Thank you, everybody, for watching. And I hope you have a good week. And just have a great day, okay? Have a great day. All right. I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye, you guys.